Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Treble. I'm your host Caesar. Oh man, we were fed this week. This past week, we were fed with so much music, so many new albums, so many new singles. You know why? Because next week, Taylor Swift is releasing her album. Finally, I can't believe it's October 3rd. I still recall the day she went on Travis Kelce's podcast and announced it. Like, I can't believe how fast time is flying by. Also, side note, my voice hurts a little. We had a little bit too much fun last night, which is great, but I'm still here to work. I'm still here to talk to you guys, make this video for you guys. So stay with me, okay? Stay with me. Ignore the voice. Like, it really does hurt to talk to you guys, to be honest. But I'm here. I'm set. I'm ready. So many things are happening, right? But let's just get to it. Let's just get started. We're going to focus on a couple of singles. We're going to we're going to focus on a couple of albums. Not a couple. I would say 4 albums I'll be talking about. Now, 2 of them I won't be talking in depth. 2 of them will be like a little quick, my little quick review of them. And then 2 of them, well, I should get a little bit deeper and talk a little bit more about them. So stay tuned and let's just get to it. All right, you guys. So to start off, let's start with the singles. First single, go listen to. I am so ready for this guy to put out his new album. I'll be honest, Khalid is not my favorite artist, was never my favorite artist. He has a great voice, a beautiful voice. I like a couple of his singles, but I never truly was a big fan. Now, the last few singles he's released, when he's switching from a direction of like this R&B, sad boy music to pop. Like straight pop, dancing, singing in pop, the instruments, the production, and I'm loving it so much. Like, I cannot believe he's making this shift. It kind of reminds me of the shift that Sam Smith did from, that alternative acoustic sound to him doing a straight pop music and giving us that different side of him. So I think Khalid is doing that, which is awesome because, like I said, the last 2 songs have been very good. I've been enjoying them. I've been listening to them. And yes, so he recently released Out of Body. And this is very high energy, sensual song. It's very focused on being with someone, right? So it falls into the space of what I like to hear in pop music. And not to say like the lyrics, but just the way it sounds, the production, the choreography, just all of that it embodies is a great, perfect, pure pop song. And it actually features like an interpolation of Britney Spears' I'm a Slave for You. So it's very cool to see that. It's very cool to see the inspiration that a lot of artists are taking from Britney recently. And he's one of them. And I just love what this represents and represents for my community as well, in the gay community, because we really don't get those artists that truly, express that type of freedom or anything like that. So I'm loving this song. It's so cool. I love the vibe. Like, I love the video so much. More of the choreography, because of the choreography. And I can see why some people are like, oh, this is going to be, what's it called? Problematic. But it's not problematic. It's just a fun video. And go check out this song. It's so cool. It has like this pop R&B vibe. It's very Y2K. Like, I love the whole feel of it. It is a more sultry song, so I would say very sultry, very confident, very energetic. Like I said, the choreography is just amazing. It's out of this world, and I truly love the direction he's heading into. And just these last 2 singles have truly been great to listen from him. But Khalid, Out of Body, such a cool song. Such a great song. Go listen to it. It's so confident. I just love the sound. I love the production. I just love what he's doing with this record. So definitely go check that one out. All right, guys. So the next single is Tate McRae's Tit for Tat. I don't know what the heck that means. When I heard she announced this and this was the title of the song, I honestly don't know what it means. Okay, I never used that phrase. I don't know if it's a phrase or if it's just something she made up. But I love this song. I love how she dissed her ex. Because you know what? You don't come for an ex and don't expect to get a diss track back. Okay? So the Killer Roy started this first from his song Coldplay. And what he expected not for Tate McRae to respond. Like, no, that's BS. Like, why would you put an ex down? Like, if they're an ex, fine, leave it at that and just maybe talk about it. But don't make it like a diss track either. Come on, boy. But Tate McRae, let's go back to her. Let's focus on her. It's very, very a savage breakup song. It lyrically claps at the Killer Roy so much that I love it. I love the comeback. I love that she feels that she feels that anger. You know, when someone comes for you, you feel that, and I just love that she's defending herself at the end of the day. You know, it's very confident. It's chaotic. It's like a very, very pop song, I would say. But yeah, I just love it. I love the meaning of how she's trying to reclaim her heartbreak and how she's blending lyrics that make her feel, you know, confident, but also realizing like what she's going through at the same time. And I think that's something unique for that Tate can do, because she is a great dancer, performer, singer. And so when she combines that to those moods, I think she makes a great hit. I just love this. I think it's just more of this leans more into like a trap pop R&B feel. You know, it kind of sounds like the 2010 sounds. And so like it really leans something a bit different than what she has released in the last few months, especially with Too Close to What, and also Just Keep Watching, and Sports Car, like all that type of sound. Like she kind of went a different route than that type of sound, but it still works for her. And I love the fact that she is literally protecting herself and she is clapping back, because you don't do that. Like if someone's an ex, they're an ex. That's it. Don't write about them if you don't expect a comeback or a clap back. So yeah, I'm glad she is defending herself. I'm glad that she's expressing what she's expressing, and also realizing, you know what, I mean, I'm going through a heartbreak, but you're not gonna put me down no matter what. So yeah, go listen to the song. It's very cool. I love it. I love Tate McRae. She really grew on me when she started her pop era, because when she started her music career, it was very like melodic music, very slower music, sad girl music in a sense. And she has even said that in one of her songs, like she was done with that and she just wanted to do pop and be a performer and dance and sing and truly give her fans like an experience and see her growth and change within the music industry. So yeah, I love it. Go listen to that one. It's tit for tat. So make sure that you don't you don't come for someone if you don't expect it to come back for you. Okay, just a lesson learned. All right, you guys, let's move on to the albums, because we have so many albums to get through, and not in a bad way. I love me some good albums. I actually didn't expect these albums to be done as well as I expected. And I shouldn't say it like that. I think what's been happening with albums this past year has been different, because there's just been a lot of albums released that haven't been very good, haven't been very rememberable. At first you kind of get into them, but then you really just kind of like stay, like you don't really pay attention to them anymore. And I don't know if it's because album rollouts are different or what is happening within the music industry of how much music we're getting every week that people are just move on to the next thing. And so I think these four next four albums could be one of the either they're gonna fall really into a category of like album of the year or doing their best work and people actually paying attention to it, or there's gonna be great albums release, they're gonna people experience them for like a week or two, and then we're gonna move on. So it just depends on what type of promotion also the artist has been doing for this, because I really didn't see a lot of promotion for these couple of records. You know, there's one record that I do see a lot of promotion being done and people are loving this promotion and the trailers and all of that, but it's just different when it comes to those albums and those artists that are not doing this. Like, I think a great example of how an album rollout should be, I would think of Demi Lovato right now. I think Demi Lovato did a great job with promoting, She's going on interviews. She is telling, she's telling her story and rebranding herself. And that's something that you need for an album rollout for you to have a successful album, I believe. And not to say success in numbers, success on the experience, success on what album rollouts used to be and how to get your wording and your sales out there, right? Because it doesn't just mean that when you release an album, those first week sales, they do kind of matter, right? But they actually don't as well. Like if your album's in the Billboard 200 for like a year and you just keep selling records, eventually your album will reach like a gold title or a platinum title, whatever kind of title or certification it gets. But the album rollout matters, and I'll tell you what artist actually did an awesome album rollout in a few albums into what I'm going to be talking about. But yeah, let's start with this. That was my little rant, but a quick review. Perrie from Little Mix, she actually had a great album. And what I like about her is this album fits her personality. It fits who she is. It fits the type of music that I actually would envision her to do. Because whenever it comes to girl groups, it's unique to see when those girl groups either disband or do solo projects. And sometimes they do something completely different that you could never imagine them to do, or it doesn't fit them well. But this album really fit Perrie so well. Like I think sonically, visually, what she was releasing with singles, it fits her well. Like it really matches her voice. It matches who she is, her aura, her charisma. And so I think this is just like one of those better like Little Mix solo albums. Like it just fits her so well. It has pop rock, it has pop, it has like R&B hits, it has 90s and 80s rock influence into this. It also has a little bit of like country mixed in, and I can see Perrie staying in this type of sphere within the pop world with her future albums. I never really see her like super glammed up and doing this big pop production because I just don't feel that from her. Like I don't think that would fit her well. Maybe she could do a great job, and not to like discredit her on that, but this album just speaks to her. It's like truly her. Like I can feel like this is her at her core, and it was a great album. Like she had great topics. She would talk about love, relationships, of course. She talks about female empowerment. She talks about resilience and self-discovery and authenticity, and these topics are very universal. People are loving these topics. I love to listen about these topics because I just love the realness of what people go through in life. And so I think this is a great topic and themes to talk about. And I just think that there's been so many albums lately that I see this type of theme, right? The theme of authenticity, the theme of personal growth, self-expression, freedom, independence, and her expressing this as well has been great to see, because that's when I truly get to know the artist, whenever they are more raw and real and vulnerable, to be honest. But yes, love it. It's so cool. Like it's just something that I could say I will keep listening to, just because when I see her, know her, watch her videos, watch her interviews, she truly is embodying that for sure. Like this is her core, her genre, her sound. But a couple of the songs that I love are Same Place, Different View. I mean, very personal track. You're with someone, you don't see eye to eye. And it's more on the ballad side, right? This song, it's more pop ballad. Like it's a slower track in her track listing. And so it's very emotionally charged. It's super vulnerable. It's powerful. Like she sounds amazing. So it's such a great ballad in her discography for sure. Next is Rocket Scientist, which I love. I think Rocket Scientist, first of all, the title is unique, right? Not a lot of people have done that, I guess. But I love that. I love the title, and I love how real she's being. Like, it has a little bit of a country pop song, but I love how she's literally saying it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that you shouldn't hurt the one you love, right? you shouldn't hurt your girlfriend, your significant other, your partner, or anyone. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to just know that at a basic core. And so I think this is a beautiful song. I love this song. I think I love the production on this song a little bit more than most of her album. And yeah, go listen to this. I think Rocket Scientist, it's just beautifully done. Like, I feel like this is one of her stronger tracks in her first album for sure. And then the third track is Punchline. It's a beat, it's joyful, it's a pop song. It has a little bit of funk production mixed into it. I also love the meaning of the song. Like, it's just one of those songs of like, you gotta keep pushing through, you gotta keep going, no matter what life throws at you, no matter what you're going through. Yes, acknowledge it, acknowledge it, experience it, kind of take it in a little bit, but then keep moving forward, keep pushing through. It's not, I don't want to say it's not the end of the world, but we got to keep going as human beings whenever life gets hard. And I think that's why I really connected with this song, because that's the way I see life. Like, yes, things are going to happen to us. You can't avoid that. But how can you just be better and continue and keep going no matter what? So those are the songs I love. I think those are her better songs in the whole track listing. She has a great album. Go listen to it. Like, give her that chance. I know she has done a lot of interviews and she's been doing a lot of different ways to promote this album. And she hasn't really, I think she's released a couple of singles, but I really didn't dig deep into her video. But it's just one of those great album rollouts. I feel like more in the UK, of course, she's known there a little bit more than here in the States, but just give her that shot. Give her that chance. She's gonna surprise you a bit with this project. So go listen to her. All right, you guys. So the second album I want to talk about is Mariah Carey's Here for It All. I don't know why I said it like that. I think it's just because, honestly, Mariah Carey is one of the best vocalists in our generation. I don't even know how to say that, but she's just a great vocal artist. I think the last solid album that we've gotten from her, like where it's like, man, this is Mariah Carey, this is where she thrived, was the Emancipation of Mimi. And I think ever since then, that was like her highest tipping point career album, and ever since then it's been going down just a little bit. It hasn't been as successful for her to release these albums, but I'm glad that she's continuing and still creating that legacy, because she has a beautiful voice, she has great singles, and she's the Christmas queen. Like, no one can take her place. Honestly. Like, she is truly the Christmas queen when it comes to Christmas. And I'm just super excited for Christmas, obviously, but I'm excited that she released this album, because if we haven't had a great album from her, I truly think this is a stronger album from her the most recent years that she's released, and she did a great job. Like, I feel like she did a great job. It's her actually 16th studio album. She still stays in the same lane of like that pop, R&B, soul type of music. She has some R&B and hip hop elements mixed in as well. And so I think she thrives on that. She thrives on that type of style of like the 90s style, like that hip hop R&B type of production. So it was a great album for her. She talks about romance, she's talking about heartbreak, resilience, self-love, kind of in the same realm as like the Perrie album, right? She's doing this type of themes involved throughout her track listing in her discography. She's also talking about like the gratitude and the legacy she's building and what and who she wants to be known for. So I think it's beautifully done. Like, I love these topics. She's just one of those artists that I think is, what's the word? Like, people will continue to listen to her no matter what. Is she maybe getting number ones in the Billboard Hot 100 and 200? No, but people are still listening to her and paying attention to her. And that's when you create a great legacy, when after so many years, people are still listening to your music. So go listen to that one. A couple of songs that I love. Play this song featuring Anderson .Paak. The single, great single, right? It's a little bit more in the, what's it called? Mainstream sound. I really do think this song can help become a great single and push to be in the Billboard Hot 100. My second favorite song is Jesus I Do featuring the Clark sisters. Now, I don't know if I like the Clark sisters a little bit more just because there's someone it's an older artist, right? So I love this. I love the production of this song. Like, it's beautiful. The theme and like what they talk about. It's not my favorite topic to listen to. Not to say gospel music isn't the best or it's bad. I kind of like some type of gospel music. I feel like some gospel songs are beautifully written, just like this one's beautifully written, but it's just not my cup of tea to listen to. I'm not a big gospel person, but I do like this song. I think it was like very beautifully done. It's the cooperation of all the voices is what truly caught me to like this. And also Sugar Sweet. I think I talked about this a couple of months ago when she released it. Like, I think this is a stronger and her most mainstream song, to be honest, on this record. It's the most pop. It's the most glitzy glam type of song. It's very girly. So it's not bad. I like this song. I like this sound. And I wish we kind of would get this sound through most of her album. I want her to like this little pop album because I don't think she's ever done something like this. I'm not I haven't really listened to her albums in a good while, but I don't think she's done this glitzy pop type of sound before. But I would love to see that. I would love to see this in this type of sound, for her to do more music like this. So yeah, but yeah, those are the 3 songs that I like. I enjoy. They're cute. I believe this album's actually great. Now I feel like there was no rollout. I haven't really heard of her. I haven't really like seen her done interviews. She's released a couple of songs in the music videos, but that's about it. Like, I don't know. See, and this is where I kind of get like, is it the artist's fault that it's not charting? Is it the record company? I guess it's the whole industry and business that I still don't understand. But I just wish there was more album rollouts where we can connect more with the artist as they're about to release new music. So even this next artist is Doja Cat with VA. I think it's called VA. I felt like there was no rollout, honestly, with this album. With this album, there was no rollout. We weren't too sure. Yes, she was on Instagram and social media talking about it. She gave us album covers and track listings, but I don't see the interview. Where are the interviews? Where's the connection? Like, it's just interesting to see how a big artist like Doja isn't doing that. And not to say she has to, right? She's established herself in the music industry already. Like, she's a big artist. People are like collaborating with her. And so maybe that's why she feels like she doesn't need to. Not to say she needs to, right? This is just my point of view. I feel like the album rollout lacked a little bit. We got Jealous Type, I believe, in August. Was August, and then we never got a second single, and I don't even think it's doing well charting wise. And I get it, charts don't really mean anything, but it does get your name out there. People get to know you more when you're charting. That's just the truth, right? And so I love this album. I think this album was great. It's not my favorite. I think my favorite album is still Planet Her because she incorporated so many pop, R&B, true mainstream music in that album that I feel like nothing has ever topped that album in my eyes. It's a cool vibe. I like the music. I like the 80s inspired. I like the disco inspired, the funk. Like, I like all that mixed in. And I think she did great sonically with the songs. But it feels like they're a bit, what's the word? They're cohesive, but they're a bit just, they all kind of sound the same. They all kind of mesh the same. And so that's where I feel like I don't think this can be like an album of the year for her. It's solid. It's a great album. It's a great record to put on to and you listen to. But I don't think there's like a standout track where like, man, this is my shit, right? This is what song I'm going to go back to. They're great, beautiful songs, but they're not songs that like, oh, let me listen to that. Let me go to that track. Oh, that's a memorable track. And so that's where it kind of like, I don't know about this album. But overall, I love this album. Go listen, go check it out. Give it your own opinion. Give it your own, see what it's all about. She's rapping. She's doing the pop. She's doing great things about it. I love the production of a lot of these songs. But like I said, none of them have really stood out to be like, that's my shit. right? And so yeah, it's 80 inspired. It's pop. It has R&B, hip hop, disco, like the whole vibe. She's talking about love, romance, of course. She's talking about jealousy and emotional turmoil. She's also talking about her self confidence, her self worth, and also she's just being very playful. I think she's a very playful artist when it comes to her music, her delivery, her writing, and so I think this project truly shows all of that. So yeah, I love this. This project feels a bit nostalgic as well. You know, it's just like I said, it's fun, it's playful, it's just full of color, it's very vibrant when it comes to the production and the lyrics and the videos too. Like I like the videos, and so it's just one of those rollouts. Like I said, like I wish there was a little bit more of a rollout with this, but I love this project. Go listen to it; it's very cool. One of my favorite songs is "Gorgeous," which is the single, which was smart. I think this is one of her stronger tracks. I just love how vibrant and joyful and like how much self-esteem and self-worth is in this song and how you own your own beauty. Like I love this. I love this topic and theme that she's singing about. So definitely go check it out. I think it's the one with the music video, and so yeah, I think she did a great job with this. The second song I love is Cards. Cards was unique because at first I didn't really know what to expect, and I love the production. I love the production of the song. I love how bouncy, how funky it is. It's lighthearted, but it's still very catchy. Like I just love how catchy this production was, and it truly like captured me to like, oh, what's the next song gonna sound like? And so I love this. I think it was a great opener. I think it was smart for her to do this as an opener song. So yeah, Cards, check it out. It's very like I said, it's very funky beat type of sound. So it's definitely one you want to check out too. Go check out too. Go check out too. Go check out. Okay, and then next is "Take Me Dancing" featuring SZA. Now I feel like this should have been the next single or should be the third single. Not that "Gorgeous" wasn't a great single. "Gorgeous" was a single to choose. And I get it because of her sponsorships and stuff like that. So that was smart. But so "Take Me Dancing" should be the third single. So Doja Cat, if you're gonna release a third single off this project, it should be "Take Me Dancing." I feel like their first collab together, Kiss Me More," "Kiss Me One More Time," something like that, was great. It really established both of them. Like it was a big record, and I feel like this record can do the same. Like it's flirty, it's very disco feeling, it's carefree type of love song. It focuses on getting lost on the dance floor and also being in love with your partner. So it's like one of those like lovey-dovey songs, but in a great way. Like I said, the production's very cool. It's very joyful feeling. Like it's in song we like to hear from Doja Cat. And so it's very dance pop. It's like the most mainstream song on this album. So yeah, definitely go check that one out. It's amazing. I think it's my top favorite so far. I haven't decided like between these three songs, but it'll happen. It'll happen to me choosing this song. But this is a song that I would definitely go and be like, this is my shit, right? Let me play this again. But it's only one song out of a whole discography. So it's great. I love it. Go check it out. "Take Me Dancing." Go check out the album, VA. I actually like the album cover. Let me go back to that a little bit. I like the album cover. I think the album cover was unique and different, and it kind of reminds me of kind of like the Miley Cyrus "Endless Summer Vacation," where she's like on hanging on to like a pole, and so I think that's kind of cool to see that. And I seen on X like a visual of like Dua Lipa's album cover, Doja Cat, Miley Cyrus, like in a mixture of album covers with SZA as well from SOS. So it's cool to see them all together and kind of align in a sense. So that was a cool little graphic that I saw. But yes, guys, go check that one out. Go check out Doja Cat's music. Go check out her latest album. I think this is one of her, like I said, it's not my favorite album, but it's one of her better albums for sure. So yeah, go check her out. All right, you guys. So let's get started with the final album, the final topic of this episode, and that is Zara Larsson with Midnight Sun. Zara, my one advice with this album is that you should have released this album in the summer, in June, June, in June, late May, early July. Girl, you had the opportunity. And I truly believe I truly believe this album should have been like the number one summer album. It should have had the song of the summer. Like, guys, listening to this album. I'm like, where was this album in the summer? Why did we have to wait so long and to the fall to get this album? I get it. Maybe you want to give us like a little bright moment during the fall time, during like this more somber time of the year. But man, this would have been a freaking hit when it came to the summer. Like, it's so vibrant, it's so full, it's so lively. Like, it's just giving me summer. So I don't understand that. Zara, please clarify, girl. Well, I guess you don't have to clarify, but yes. Like, I don't understand sometimes. I need to become an A&R specialist. Is anyone hiring? Is anyone hiring for an A&R specialist? Because man, like, this album would have been a huge hit in the summer. We would have got Summer of the Song, Summer of the Album, Album of the Summer, Album of the Song. Like, wait, hold on. Album of the Summer, Song of the Summer. And we would have just like been living. Would have been living our lives. Would have been living in great times, because man, that summer song that was chosen. Woo. If you know, you know. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not here to turn anyone down, because everyone has the right to release their own music. But I love this song. Yes, I love this song. And I love this album. So this album's carefree, it's dance pop, it's electronic. It has like some like Brazilian funk mix into it. Like, I just love this whole theme, the whole topics that she's talking about, the whole like Y2K feel of this album, right? She's talking about summer nights, she's talking about partying, having ambition, identity, self-love, female empowerment. Like, she's covering all the topics here. I don't think she's covering heartbreak, which wouldn't really make sense because it is like a summer album, and I guess it could still cover heartbreak, but I don't think it did based on my listen. But yes, such a great project. Like I said, it's so vibrant, it's so alive. Like, it just fills me with so much life, and I just think this, like I said, this would have been an epic album of the summer. And so, yeah, go listen to it. Like, she's literally talking about everything. She's talking about how to feel empowered. You're going to feel confident with this music. You're going to feel so much more alive. And so she did her thing. Like, she really did her thing. I love the way she released her track listing, like with all the different, like with the little trailer with like all the different shirts. Like, I love the whole aesthetic. The only thing I don't love about this album, I'll be honest, is the album cover. Like, I wish she was looking at us and not looking at the floor, you know? Like I didn't get that. I love how it looks on Apple Music, like the visual, how it changes and stuff. But girl, look at me. Look at the camera. You know, look at the camera and give us that. But she's like on her knees and like looking down. It was a unique position. Let's just say that. It's a unique position, and she's not really like looking at the camera. She's looking at the floor. And so maybe she'll tell us what that means. But she also has other visuals where she is looking at the camera with the same dress and the same aesthetics and the same photo shoot. But yeah, go listen to this, guys. Go listen to this album. One of my favorite songs. It's called The Ambition. And let me tell you, this is such a vulnerable track. It talks about the fame and the pressures of fame. It talks about like the ambition that you have to keep going and going and going and never having a time for yourself and reflecting. And it's like her most like It's one, no, not her most. It's one of her two more pop ballad type of songs. It's not like truly like acoustic and piano driven or anything like that, but it is a slower track. It is a slower mood of what she's been doing in the last like track listing in this album. So yeah, it's honest, it's vulnerable. Like it, she truly has some great lyrics in this song, and I think that's what caught me. It's very reflective. It's like very like reflective on what she's experiencing in her life. So I think that's why I enjoy it because of that aspect of it. So yeah, go listen to The Ambition. It's beautiful. Like you will not like it. You will like it. And next is Blue Moon. I think Blue Moon is one of her most like um fast paced songs. Like it's not her most like danceable song. It's very atmospheric. It's very celestial type of song. Like it has that type of vibe. It has like this beat drop. It's very dreamy. It's very out of this world. Like it's very electronic also. Like it has just that vibe of like a EDM pop electronic mixture. And so I think this is one of her most fun songs that she has. I love like the story that she created within the lyrics of this. It's very beautiful. It's very well connected. And I just love the whole, like I said, the whole story she did within the lyrics. Plus the production, man, I wish this would have been a single, honestly, because this would have been a great single to showcase of what she's trying to do with this type of project, right? She just wanted to be fun and alive and full of dance pop songs, because she never really has given us that. She's given us pop songs, but she's never given us a full album of them. But the last song I enjoy and my favorite, I think this is like my favorite, based on the production, based on the like the bridge and the outro and all of that. It's called Hot and Sexy, and it's so self-empowering. It's a very confident song. It's a very flirty anthem celebrating women and just taking control and ownership of who you are. And I think that's why I like this, because she's giving you that power within the song of like, man, I can be confident of just who I am. I know who I am. Like no matter how I look, like I can be beautiful. And I think it all comes from self within, that then your exterior matches that. So I love this. Like it's very chicy, it's very fun. It's just like a very playful tone as well, that it's just fun to listen to. And that beat drop, man, like the Brazilian funk style, like I love it. It's very like poppy. It's very poppy, but also has those extra elements that just make the record a lot better. And I love the auto tune as well. I think that's what really got me. There's not really a lot of auto tune in this record for it being like a pop record, but by auto tune I mean like that deeper voice, or like that the stuff that they say that changes the audio, right? Like it mixes in within like the background vocals or the main vocal. So yeah, this is like her best song on that. I just love how it feels, the confidence it gives me, just an overall fun track. And I honestly think this whole album is gonna be her best. I know I listened to it a couple of times. I'm gonna listen to it again. Um, I did like Poster Girl and I did like So Good, but I think this is just another level. I think this takes it up another level. I'm glad that she's back and she's doing interviews, and I see her doing performances, and she's on tour with Tate McRae, which is odd because Zara Larsson has been longer in the music industry than Tate McRae, but yet Zara Larsson's not a headliner yet. Like it doesn't make sense. Like people need to get to know who she is. Not only is she a great singer, she started doing choreography and all of that. So I believe she can become a great performer. Now I don't remember her doing a lot of choreo in her earlier songs, but with this shift where she's performing and changing the sound of her music, I think can be a great move for her. And I hope she stays in this lane. I really like her in this vibe, and this like she sounds the most confident, she sounds the most fun, because I think her first official album, she was young. I think she was like 17. It felt very like melodic and lower and sad and nothing fun. But I think this is where she's striving, having fun, being playful, giving us all these bright colors, giving us a big, pop album, this is where she's thriving. And I think that's where she needs to focus on, honestly. But yes, guys, go listen to all these albums. Go listen to everything. I'm going to have them down on the playlist. So go check it out. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Thank you for watching me or listening to me rant. I just love talking about music. Put in the comments what you love, what you didn't love, on music this week, because we got a lot of music. Like, seriously, so much music was released. It was hard to kind of choose, but I think I chose the ones that I feel like, okay, I can play this again. And next week we're getting Taylor Swift, and I think I'm gonna do a album reaction, because it's not a long album. It's 40 minutes, which it's a typical podcast episode. And so, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm excited to do that. Like, I want to do something a little bit different now. Not just keep you posted on a weekly basis, maybe do a little bit more episodes, maybe do 1 or 2 episodes a week. Who knows what's going to come about. But yes, thank you guys for all the love. Like, subscribe, all the great things. You know what to do. All the links are down in the description. And thank you so much. Remember, say it louder. It's only Treble.